parents, welcome to Urby Education, and I'm so glad that you are in my seat for your free session. So I want to just introduce myself a little bit more. My name is Candace Williams and I'm the creator of Urby Education. I created Urby Education as an initiative to support parents in increasing their child's reading abilities. After having 9 years of experience in education, I found that many children lack basic foundational reading skills. So from early literacy skills to comprehension skills to fluency, it all starts with early literacy. So that is why I'm here to prepare you for your child when they enter kindergarten, or when your child enters kindergarten. So I am so excited that you have come to join me, and I like to kind of get right into it. But before I get into it, I want to kind of talk about a few things first. Number one, in this course, you will learn about my REP method, REP, and I'm big on acronyms, so just excuse me, that is my teacher, thing that I love acronyms. So REP, one of the basic things that you need to do when it comes to early literacy skills with your child is the repetition. The repetition. That means that you are going to have to repeat the same kind of skills again and again. Number two is to engage. Those skills have to be engaging. So whether or not we are practicing letters and sounds, or we are practicing reading or fluency, it have to be engaging, right? And number three, the P is for practice. Practice makes perfect. So when I think about that acronym REP, right? Repetition, engagement, and practice, I automatically think about my favorite song. So one of my favorite songs is Closer by Guapole. You remember that song, right? Closer to My Dreams. And when you first heard, well, when I first heard the song at least, is that I heard the tune and I heard the rhythm and I thought to myself, wow, this song sounds pretty cool. Like, I like the rhythm, but I didn't know the lyrics yet, right? But as I kept hearing the song and it was on repeat, and the repetition of the rhythm then turned into me learning the chorus, then turned into me learning the lyrics of the song. And the next thing I know the song, right? So that is the same thing when it comes to early literacy skills, the repetition. And one of the basic early literacy skills is letters and sounds. Children have to have that opportunity to hear and hear it again and again and again until, just like your favorite song, you know the lyrics by heart. So now when I hear the song, I don't even have to hear the lyrics. I can just hear the beat. And I know when she's going to start singing the chorus. I know when the song starts and everything. So we want to begin with repetition. So one of the main early literacy skills that your child is going to need in order to be successful when they start kindergarten is to identify their letters and their sounds. And when I say identify, I mean that if I show you this letter here, that they will be able to say what that letter is and the sound that it makes. And they will even be able to identify a word that begins with that sound. So by using repetition, I like to use letter cards. And one of the great things for flashcards is I will get a flashcard that has a picture, because the child needs to be able to pair a visual with the letter. And what I love about this Success for All reading curriculum, is one of the reading curriculums that I've used, is the fact that they have that visual there. Because children are all different types of learners, and some are visual learners. And what I learned is that a lot of children may have a hard time with retaining information. So that retaining information is something that I found that repetition is kind of able to kind of get through. So if you have a child who's having a hard time remembering information and being able to hold it, repetition is the key, okay? So I'm going to just go through the letter and sounds with you so that you would know how to do the letters and sounds with your child, okay? So we go, A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for caterpillar crawling up the wall, D is for dinosaur, E is for elephant, F is for flower, what a pretty scent, G is for girl, H is for horse, I is for insect crawling up my shorts, J is for jump, K is for kangaroo, L is for leg when I'm walking to the zoo, M is for mountain, N is for net, O is for octopus, wiggly and wet, P is for parrot, Q is for queen, R is for rabbit, hopping on the green. S is for snake. T is for tower. U is for umbrella when I'm dry under shower. V is for vulture. W is for worm. X is for exercise. Now you take your turn. I want to get to exercise. We know that it begins with the letter E, but it's all about them seeing that visual in the young lady, in the fox, really. She's a fox, and an X in fox will give them that idea of the X sound, and exercise has that X in it, so they're just making sure that the visual is in the formation of the letter. So X is for exercise. Now you take your turn. Y is for yo-yo. Z is for zip. We sang our alphabets, but that's not it. We done our alphabets, but that's not it. So then after they finish their alphabets, parents, the importance of that alphabet chant song is for them to see the visual. So it's great for them to see that the apple is in the shape of the letter A, the B is in the shape of a ball, and the C is in the shape of the caterpillar. So this, what I found for one of my students that I work with, who I found out he's been diagnosed with dyslexia, is that after I showed him these visuals, he was able to retain the letter and the sound correspondence. So this is awesome for children who may have a hard time remembering and retaining information, okay? Not just that, but I've heard a lot of parents say that, well, my child is it seems as though that they're having a hard time with oral language, that they're having a hard time producing sounds and speaking. So one thing that I told one parent who came to me and said that I think my child is having speech issues, my first thing is talk to your pediatrician. So children, they hit certain milestones, okay? And when you take your child to the doctor, make sure that your child is hitting those milestones. And if they are not, I would talk to my pediatrician about my concerns. But when a child is having an issue with speech, or you think that they may have a speech impediment, or they may be having difficulties hearing sounds and being able to talk, this is an awesome way to encourage your child to talk. By doing the alphabet chant, now they are producing the sounds. Now they are saying the sounds. And another great way to support your child in speech development is to hold conversations with them. So when I talk to my son at home, I just talk to him just like this. Hey, Justin, what did you do at school today? And then he tell me what he done, what he done at school.